Hey, Charlie. Coach Blake here, man. I'm glad to see you are sticking with it. Looks like you're putting the work in, and I know you've been working really hard, even since we had to stop down with our group workouts. And I really appreciate the time you're putting in. And I do think there is one concept that is going to really help you, and I'm going to stick with that concept. And even when I see you again outside, we're going to continue to talk about this because it's a correction that you just have to make. And if in order to continue your baseball career, you got to make this. So, if it takes us a few weeks, a few months, whatever it takes, we need to focus on this one concept. And that concept is it's called a hand to hip separation, and it's the position that your hands are in when your hips start to move forward. Okay, and when your hips start to move forward is when your foot hits the ground. So here's what I've done. I've taken your boy Mookie Betts and I've put his foot on the ground. He's into a swing, and I've taken you and I've put your foot on the ground in your video. And I want to draw your attention to the differences. So what we have here, Charlie, is a lot of hand hip separation. What's happening here is there's a lot less than we'd like. Okay, and look at the elbows. If you really see where you can really see it, the most drastic thing that we could pay attention to here is look where Mookie's back elbow is, and look where your back elbow is, and this is upon landing. All right, what I want you to work on is getting those hands up and back. All right, so if we start back this video, let's do Betts first. If we go back, let's go back. There's his hands. Okay, and then we go forward. Look at those hands. He's come all the way forward. Look where his hands are. They're still in the circle. Okay, now let's go back. Draw a smaller circle there. Here we go. Oh, went too fast. Land. See, it's dropping pretty substantially. And what happens as your hands drops, your elbow drops. Now, when do we trigger all this? This is the key point. So when his foot hits the ground. Now, this isn't true with all batters that are pros. When his foot hits the ground there, it's going to trigger a few things. First, the hips. These are held back, and then the hands are going to follow. Okay? So as he comes forward, his hands, look at that bat. It's going to take this kind of direct path to the ball. And here we go. See that path? Very direct. All right? Now, that's the corrections you're going to make. Because what happens with you is you drop your hands, you drop there, and then you come from here to here, and then you kind of swoop across. It's a longer swing, and you're not generating the power. Because where Mookie Betts generates his power is here. This side becomes very elastic almost. It's like a rubber band. He pulls it back before he snaps it. And when we start going forward here, this is growing more and more elasticity, and then it's going to snap. All right? And without that, you're just robbing yourself of tons of power. So it's one concept that we really got to focus on, okay? And how do we do it? When your front foot hits the ground, Charlie, we need to be, and let's go all the way back. This is a great position right here. This is a great position. Not nice box there. That is the position. So by the time you see how Mookie's kept that same position that you're in right there? So by the time you get to that front landing spot, you should be in that position, the one Mookie's in. We got to get the elbow up. All right? All right, I'm dragging on. I'm sure I'm belaboring the point here. But I really want you to get out, and I want you to work on that. When you're moving that front side forward and you hit the heel strike on the ground, where is your hands? Where is your shoulders? Okay? So, hey, keep working at it. These things aren't easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Keep working at this one concept. When I see you again, I'm going to continue to drive it home, and we'll get there together. All right, talk to you soon.